Tell the Wolves I'm Home is a 2012 novel, penned by American author, Carol Rifka Brunt. The story unfolds against the backdrop of the 1980s AIDS crisis, and revolves around 14-year-old June Elbus, who grapples with the loss of her uncle Finn to this devastating disease. Finn's partner, Toby, who is also battling AIDS, forms an unexpected connection with June as they navigate the challenges of this tumultuous time. The novel garnered praise from critics who commended its subtle exploration of sibling rivalry and its poignant depiction of love, as noted in Kirkus reviews. June Elbus, a teenage resident of Westchester, New York, harbors a complex crush on her uncle, Finn Weiss. However, she hesitates to acknowledge these feelings, especially given that Finn is gay and suffering from AIDS. It's the 1980s, a period when AIDS is a highly stigmatized and deadly disease with no known cure. Finn's health deteriorates rapidly, casting a shadow of impending loss over their lives. Despite the taboo surrounding AIDS, Finn, a world-renowned painter, endeavors to capture the essence of June and her older sister, Greta, by painting their portrait. He manages to complete the artwork just days before succumbing to the illness, titling it Tell the Wolves I'm Home. At Finn's funeral, June observes a stranger in profound mourning, who turns out to be Toby, Finn's longtime partner. Her mother, however, forbids June from establishing any further contact with Toby, blaming him for Finn's AIDS infection. Toby manages to relay a message to June, requesting a clandestine meeting at their local train station. With reluctance, she agrees and is escorted to Finn's now empty apartment, where Toby has taken up residence. Here, Toby presents her with Finn's bequeathed belongings, including a mysterious book. Upon inspecting the book, June discovers a heartfelt message from Finn, urging her to look after Toby, who finds himself utterly alone in the world. As the art world catches wind of Finn's final painting, journalists begin to investigate. In response, June's mother safeguards the artwork by securing it in a bank vault, entrusting the keys to both June and Greta. June frequently visits the bank vault housing Finn's final painting and notices subtle alterations made since Finn's passing, her shirt now adorned with new black buttons, and a mysterious skull discreetly concealed behind Greta's hand. She suspects Greta's hand in drawing the skull and decides to contribute her own addition, adorning both their portraits with golden strands woven into their hair. Over time, June and Toby develop a close bond, meeting regularly and solidifying their friendship. Through Toby, June unravels the truth surrounding Finn's infection with AIDS, discovering that her mother's accusations against Toby are unfounded. Toby had accepted responsibility for fear that June's mother would have severed Finn's ties with his nieces otherwise. Toby also divulges details about her mother's past relationship with Finn. Although they were once close childhood friends, her mother grew resentful of Finn's glamour and success. While June knows her mother as an accountant, she learns that her mother once harbored dreams of artistic fame as a young girl. June confides in Toby about the message Finn left for her, and Toby reciprocates by revealing the message Finn entrusted to him, in which Finn implored him to look after June. Toby also admits to being the one who painted the buttons on the portrait, honoring Finn's final wish for more detail. Greta, upon discovering June's secret meetings with Toby, reacts with dismay and resorts to taunting June about their relationship. Meanwhile, Greta secures the role of Bloody Mary in her school's production of South Pacific, and her drama teacher suggests she might have a promising future on Broadway. Although apprehensive, Greta's mother pressures her to audition for the opportunity. Greta's growing anxiety drives her to seek solace in alcohol, frequently passing out in the woods between school and home. Several times, June must offer her support to navigate the journey home. On one particular evening, Greta implores June to meet her in the woods after her performance. However, earlier that day, June's mother stumbles upon the altered painting and, to protect Toby, June assumes full responsibility for the changes. Consequently, she finds herself grounded and unable to assist her sister. As Greta takes to the stage intoxicated during her play, June witnesses her condition from the audience. Unfortunately, her grounding prevents her from coming to Greta's aid. In a dire moment, June reaches out to Toby, requesting that he take her place and help Greta in the woods. Toby's world takes a devastating turn when he's apprehended while carrying Greta out of the woods. Despite Greta's efforts to shield him with a fabricated story, Toby finds himself incarcerated. In a heartfelt conversation, Greta discloses her deep-seated jealousy of June's close relationship with Finn. She had hoped that Finn's passing would bring the sisters closer together, but instead, she had to witness June forming a new bond with Toby. Recognizing the profound loneliness in both Greta and Toby, the sisters mend their strained relationship. June embarks on a desperate search for Toby within the labyrinthine prison system, only to discover that he's been hospitalized, severely weakened by his ordeal. In a vulnerable moment, she confides in Toby, confessing her love not only for Finn but also for him. June brings Toby to her home, where she faces her mother with the truth about Toby. Expressing remorse, she apologizes to Toby, who ultimately passes away in their midst. In a poignant final chapter, June's mother takes it upon herself to add her own touches to Finn's portrait. When an art inspector assures them that the painting can be restored, they eagerly await its return. However, upon its arrival, June is disheartened to find that while her additions, Toby's, and Greta's have been removed, her mother's additions remain intact on the painting. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.